Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman will roll trackside in just a moment. We'll give you the starting lineup here very shortly. So Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman ready to go. It will be Owen Nyer on point in the number 17, along with the 23, Cole Perry. Joe Triccolo in the 32, along with the 34 of Keegan Nyer. Row 3, Paul DeRudder in the 1D, along with the 33 of Alan McDonald. Tim Bailey is scheduled to go in the number 16. He is out there inside row number 4. Steve Tabor was slated to go out of Carthage, New York, but he has not answered the call as of yet. And Steve Tabor is reportedly being pushed to the line, and there he is up there now, just waiting for the field to roll by. Go. So we did this earlier today, but I figured I better do it again since he has now made his way up into the tower. Special happy birthday wish going out to the great one himself. Should I keep saying it like that, Bobby? Keep saying it like that, just talk him up? Okay, the great one himself, Mr. Bob Thurston Sr. 21 years young yet again. Happy birthday to you, good sir. Thank you again for all that you do, and thank you for making Can-Am Speedway what it has turned out to be, and kind of laying the groundwork here for us, and you're making the Speedway become a reality, and you laid the groundwork, and we just took it from here. And thank you again for all that you do, and have a happy birthday. And enjoy those cupcakes, by the way. They are quite delicious. So, it's his birthday. He's allowed 1 or 6. So Steve Tabor having problems over here in turn number 1. He was not able to answer the call in the heat race, and he is now stopped over there. So we will get him going, or at least try to. Winners this year in the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman, it was Owen Nyer on May the 6th. Cole Perry on May the 13th. Keegan Nyer on May the 20th. Owen Nyer for the second time this season on June the 10th. Then Paul DeRudder took over June 17th, July 8th, July 15th. 3 in a row. Keegan Nyer on July 22nd. Then Paul DeRudder back for win number 4 on July 29th. To kick off the month of August, it was Joe Triccolo in the 32, picking up his first career win a week ago.
Okay, drivers, white. Yeah.
12 laps will be the issue here for the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman ready to go after this for 20 laps, and then we'll follow it up with the Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. Owen Nyer looking for win number 3. Cole Perry looking for his second of the season. Joe Triccolo looking for his second in a row. We'll see what happens in 12 laps. LeClaire looks him over. Off of turn number 4, the Limited Sportsmen are green. Oh, and Joe Triccolo up and over in turn number 1. Red lights are on immediately. Red lights are on. Joe Tricolo, last week's feature winner in the number 32, up and over in a big way. Fire and ambulance crews on the scene, heading over there as quick as possible. Looks like from what we could see, he got into the back end of the Keegan Nyer 34 ride and launched up into the air. And Keegan Nyer has gone pit side with a 34.
I know I shit my drawers.
So they're turning over the Joe Tricolo number 32 ride, and word trackside that he is okay. They're just trying to get the car righted so he can get out of there. So let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. That was a tough hit over there. As wow, heavy damage on that race car. You could see it right there. He got in where he got into Keegan Nyer when he went upside down, and so now that we know that Joe is okay, we're going to take another look at it here. So we see Joe on the inside lane, and Keegan Nyer turns in, and looks like Tricolo just catches the left rear, digs the front end in, and over he went. And that's just basically how it went. Not much Joe could do right there. They were pretty well a full song going into turn number 1, and that was the end result. So complete restart here. So those watching on Dirt Track Digest will see this at full speed. This is how quick things can happen here in a race car. 1 minute you're going straight, next minute you're up and over, just like that. But thankfully Joe is okay, and it was really good to see him win last week. Unfortunately, will not go 2 in a row here tonight, but he'll be back. So we'll take a few moments to clean up turn number 1 as Joe Tricolo in the 32, last week's feature winner out of North Syracuse. Top five finishes this season. Before his win last week on August the 5th, his best finish was third twice. That came on June 10th and July 22nd. See Joe walking around down there in turns 1 and 2 with the helmet off, surveying the damage on his race car right now, but not much he could have done right there. They were just all knotted up for position, and really nobody's fault. He just got in there, and that was it. So, of course, order of events tonight says we do have the down at the Motorworks Limited Sportsman on track right now. The Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman next for 20 laps. Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 modifies for 25. Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprint Cars for 15. Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stock for 20. And the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars will finish out the night for 15 laps. So still lots of racing left to go here at Can-Am. And again, next week we will not be here. We're taking the week off. We're going to stay at the house for the night. But again, if you want to show up, bring your work boots, and we'll put you to work, get you doing something. Jen nods her head in approval.
Go. Okay.
Of course, we had talked about the Super Dirt Car Series coming up this week. A very busy week of racing for the Big Block Modifieds. As we take a look at their series schedule coming up this week, 4 consecutive nights of racing, which will kick off at the Weed Sport Speedway. That is the held over event from July 24th. That was rained out, unfortunately. We'll get a look at the remainder of the week. As we said, it is going to be a busy one for the big blocks as they start off August 15th at the Weed Sport Speedway. August 17th, the Brewerton Speedway will be going there Tuesday. Wednesday, the Fulton Speedway will be on hand, along with the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Region, the 4th appearance of the season for them. And then we'll finish off Summerfast August 18th at the Land of Legends Raceway. And there you see the damage on Joe Tricklow's 32. My goodness, that car is shortened up and bent up in a big way, but the main part is that Joe walked away. And Joe, a great guy out of North Syracuse, and just a tough way to end his day. I know he had high hopes of coming in and maybe making it 2 in a row, but he'll be back, and hopefully we'll see him in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, big month of August for the Big Block Modified Super Dirt Car Series, as I mentioned, with Summerfast. And then to conclude the month of August, they'll be at the Ransomville Speedway on August the 24th. Then the Dirt Car Sportsman Series will be at Ransomville that same night, and it will be a combined show with the West and Central region. So the Central region getting a couple of nights in during the month of August as well. As lots of racing still to go before we hit Napa Auto Parts Super Dirt Week 50. A lot happening there. I'll be back as part of the announcing team up in the booth with the voice of the Albany-Saratoga Speedway, Dan Martin, and the voice of the Super Dirt Car Series, Shane Andrews, will be back with us one more time for the 50th.
That shoots to 11 o'clock. Home tonight.
And while we're got a little quick break in the action here, we'll talk about some of the other stuff that's going on with the other series in dirt car action. Of course, we talked about the what's going on with the big blocks, and we had the second race of the season this past Wednesday for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series, and the third race of the year for the Dirt Car Sportsman Central region, and race number 3 as well for the Dirt Car Sports motorsports here in the North Country, and was the main voice at the Evans Mills Speedway for a number of seasons as well. And we'll be honoring him once again on September the 9th. And then the Dirt Car 358 Series switches to the Mohawk International Raceway, my former Friday night stomping grounds up there, September the 16th, part of their Mohawk Nationals weekend. And then we will head into Napa Auto Parts Super Dirt Week 50. Kickoff party at the Weed Sport Speedway, October the 4th, Brewerton Speedway for the Hurricane Harvey 75 on October the 5th, and then we'll go to Oswego. Salute to the Troops 150. Stuart Friesen is the defending race winner, and then we are coming back to the boss. The Brockville, Ontario Speedway will host the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series finale on October 15th, part of the Dirt Outlaw Apparel King Edward Auto Parts Fall Nationals event as well. Checking out the regions in the Dirt Car Sportsman Series coming up, and we had talked about the Summerfast show for the Central Region. That will be at the Fulton Speedway on August the 17th. And is a Wednesday night show as well.
Go ahead and bring him down to the starter stand.
I think you want to keep track round, is that what it is, isn't it? Well, we do.
And then the Central Region will keep right on going to the Ransomville Speedway August 24th, and the Central Region will be here at Can-Am on September the 9th, and then September 11th at the Weed Sport Speedway. The North Region was in Mohawk last night. They'll continue on, and the September 9th show actually will be a combined event with the Central and North regions, so we'll have two regions getting points that night. The North Region ends September the 17th at Mohawk. The East Region for the Dirt Car Sportsman Series, they'll get back underway August 21st at Glen Ridge, and then we'll finish off the East Regional Point Championship on September the 10th at the Bear Ridge Speedway in Brantford, Vermont. The West Region, that final series race will conclude at Ransomville, and that is a combined show with the Central Region, as we had talked about earlier. Up in Canada, still a few more series races yet to go. In a couple of weeks' time, we'll head to the Brockville Speedway August 27th for the third leg of 4 in the North Canada region. The West Canada region gets back underway for 2 days of racing at Ohsweken Speedway September the 9th and Merrittville on September the 10th. Championship Tour for the Dirt Car Sportsman Series kicks off the massive Malta weekend September the 23rd. Dirt Car Pro Stock Series, they don't get back underway for another couple of weeks until they hit the Lebanon Valley Speedway on August the 27th. So that will be the upcoming races, and of course Pro Stock Series from there at the Valley goes to Weed Sport on September the 10th. They'll head to Mohawk September the 17th, Albany Saratoga on September 24th, Fulton Speedway on September 30th. Then they go to Super Dirt Week as well at Weed Sport on October the 4th, and then the Oswego Speedway will crown the series champion at Napa Auto Parts Super Dirt Week with the Dirt Car Pro Stock Championship 50, and then we'll take all the pro stocks and all the sportsmen we can possibly find. We'll load them up on the trailer, and we'll head all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina for the World Short Track Championships in October. So lots of racing going on. If you're looking for schedules, you can head to dirtcar.com to check out the series schedules. There is some slight changes to at least the Dirt Car Sportsman and Pro Stock schedules, along with the Dirt Car 358 series as well. So be sure you're kept up to date with all of that, and we'll do our best each and every week to try to keep you up to date here as well. Again, we'll be back here with a 6 division card in 2 weeks' time, August the 26th. Same 6 divisions you see tonight, you'll see here in 2 weeks. That's August the 26th. And a happy early anniversary to Michelle and Tyler, by the way. We will not be here to call them out on that, so I'm going to do it now. What are you guys up to now, the 50th? So this will be year number 11.
And I was like, we're not really. He goes, I'm adding it.
Either way, happy anniversary, early anniversary to you and Tyler. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why are you turning red? Oh, you work in concession stands. Oh, okay. Quick update of the Brewerton Speedway right now. The Big Block Modified feature just got done, and Zach Payne collected the feature win tonight. Tom Sears Jr. second, Larry White third. The Heil driver was fourth, Chris Heil. And Mad Max McLaughlin completes the top five. Congratulations to Zach Payne on a big win at the D-Shaped Dirt Demon in Brewerton this evening. So great job there for Zach Payne. And we're looking to decide a winner here. Again, we did not complete that first lap. When Joe Tricolo went upside down in turn number one, that lap did not get complete. It is a full, complete restart with Owen Nyer and Cole Perry up on the front row. 12 laps will be the issue. Off of turn number 4 at the white cone. Coming off the corner. Leclerc looks him over. We are green. And a 1 and 2 to go. It is Owen Nyer leading away down the back straightaway. Paul DeRutter back to second. Cole Perry there for third as they start to spread out into turn number 3 and 4. Alan McDonald is fourth. Tim Bailey now up into the top 5 as they bring it down across the line for lap number 1. Owen Nyer stretching out that lead right now. Cole Perry right on the back doorstep of Paul DeRutter as they hit the back stretch into turn number 3 and a 4. DeRutter 4 wins in the last 6 tries as they bring it off of turn number 4. He's got some company now in the form of Cole Perry. Cole Perry, of course, winning on both dirt and asphalt surfaces in 2022. Won a feature race here in this Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman back on May the 13th, but he's been winning on a regular basis in late models over at the Evans Mills Raceway Park on Saturdays, so he makes a weekend out of it. When he comes up here to Can-Am, he also stays overnight and runs his late model on pavement over at Evans Mills, so well-versed. Very, very talented driver behind the wheel, that 23. Right now, he has lost some ground to Paul DeRutter back there in position number 2. Perry holds on to third. Keegan Nyer, after that pit stop, is back up into the number 4 spot with Tim Bailey in 5th. 4 laps are complete, and Owen Nyer is starting to stretch out that lead. We saw this last week with Joe Tricolo. Once he got out in front, he started to check out on the field, and there wasn't much Paul DeRutter could do about it. DeRutter holding on to second. Keegan Nyer is taking over position number 3 right now. Cole Perry trying to get back after him, though, up off of turn number 4 and back down to the line. Keegan Nyer will hold third at the moment as he stretches the advantage over Cole Perry. In the meantime, Owen Nyer back up front to the race lead. He has got a comfortable advantage over the one of Paul DeRutter into turn number 3 and a 4. DeRutter back there, some 4-car lengths in position number 2. DeRutter loves the high lane around this speedway. Chatted with Paul a couple of weeks ago about the whole Summerfest week that is coming up next week. Of course, he is a crew member for Matt Williamson's team on the Buzz Chew number 88 ride. And he says it's going to be one busy week next week when we got 4 straight nights of racing. And he'll still barely have time to get his own car ready here for Friday night. But he will be here. He plans on it. 7 down, 5 to go. Owen Nyer, though, is the driver of the hour. He leads the way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Healthy advantage right now over Paul DeRutter. DeRutter looks like he's closing the gap, or at least trying to. Drives it deep into the corner in that outside lane. He has got some speed off the turn, this time by 4 to go. Paul DeRutter trying to run down the race leader. As they hit the back straightaway, we'll have 3 laps remaining this trip around. And Owen Nyer trying to set it up into turn number 3 and a 4 off the corner. Paul DeRutter is going to make a race out of this one. Down across the line. 3 to go for Owen Nyer. And Paul DeRutter is right there. Up off of turn number 2 and down the back chute. Paul DeRutter was back about 5 or 6 car lengths. He has narrowed it down to at least 2.5, maybe 3. Into turn number 3 and 4. He gets an incredible run through turn number 3 and 4, though. Down across the line, 2 laps left to go, and Paul DeRutter is right there with him. into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes DeRudder to the bottom. Nyer shuts the door on him going into turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway goes your top 2 drivers. Paul DeRudder looking for a win number 5 in the last 7 tries. Owen Nyer looking for a win number 3. Here comes Paul DeRudder up on the high lane. Nyer's going to stick with the bottom up off of turn number 4. The white flag is in the air. Final trip around into turn number 1 and 2. Paul DeRudder tried it off the corner, couldn't quite get the job done. He got loose as Owen Nyer pulls away into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Paul DeRudder. One last shot at Owen Nyer up off the corner. Won't do it. Owen Nyer win number 3 of the season here at Can-Am. Paul DeRudder will cross a very close second with Keegan Nyer third. Fourth will be Cole Perry. And fifth will be Tim Bailey in car number 16. And completing your field will be the 33 of Alan McDonald along with the 2 of Bob Johnson on the Group Your Car Sportsman are ready to go next. 20 laps. Been a while since we've seen him down here in Victory Lane, here in the town of Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Man will be back, and he'll see, I'm sure you set that thing up, didn't you? Happy crew down here as well, and he'll be out in just a moment. There he is out of the car. How about it for your point leader, Owen Nyer? That is how you do it. Good to be back. Anytime you can win a race, it's always a good feeling, as I mentioned. Going into an off week, it's always good to win a race. Anytime it's good to win, but man, you picked a good night to do it. Third win of the season, and that point lead is ever so important as we close out the season here very soon.
Oh, absolutely. Getting down towards the end of the season, you know, we were definitely due for another W. And obviously getting down towards the end, like I say, the points really starting to wear on you. You get to thinking about a lot of things that could go wrong, a lot of things that could go right, you know. And luckily we had a good start tonight, and we're up front.
Seemed like you've just been runner-up 3 or 4 times in a row already. You've been so close to get to victory lane. How big was this win tonight?
Oh, this win was pretty big. I got a couple of my buddies here. They've never been down front before, and I know me, my mom, my dad, Tom Hiltz, you know, the rest of the guys, we put a lot of time in, and it paid off.
Absolutely. Anybody you want to thank on this car? I know you got a ton of people. It's been a while since you've been down here.
I'd like to thank Pick Pallet, Both Wholesale Goods, Roby's Auto
One more.
Rick's Plumbing, Heating, Christian Steel Service, St. Louis Trash Service, St. Louis Trash Service.
Yep, now put your foot back.
Country and North Goal, Ride Fox
There you go.
Construction, Bonfire Pharmacy, my mom and my dad, Tom Hiltz, Big Sky. You know, there's just so many people to list.
Well, congratulations, man. Don't be a stranger. Come back out and see us again, will you?
Oh, I'll try.
All right, how about it? Owen Nyer gets the victory in the Donna's